Greetings. I will begin with this. All hidden presences of evil, wickedness, and a villain air hiding in these hidden realms, present and unseen, seen and unseen, knowingly and unknowingly, the bastardized spirit, that glamour Ahab spirit. I call it out here now. This is the spiritual court, where only love, truth, and all things that will only resonate my highest sovereignty will remain. All else will dissipate, incinerate, and be removed with love. Cast it out. That's how you know you've been caught. Mama, they keep thinking you be playing with the asses, not fully understanding that you are the wrath and judgmental. You are judgment and wrath. You are judgment and wrath. You are judgment and wrath. You ain't here to play. You ain't here to say no. You here to cut the. Oh. I don't give a fuck if it's too much food, mama. It's time. It's cutting heads all the time. So this thing here, everyone. This thing here. This archetype here. That is what I'm going to be discussing here today. This individual is from the following a story about the young lady, the youth being preyed upon. Right? So now it's time to hear the other dealer. Okay? That be participating fully. Body, spirit, mind just merged on with this thing. To assassinate, kill, murder, and destroy innocence in the youth, right? So it's a lot of ongoing things. It's a lot of ongoing things, right? Okay. To fix myself. Okay. This archetype here the bee tentacle, but the archetype is the womb of entrapment. Okay? The shadow womb predator. This is the archetype of the destroyer masked as sisterhood. They show up in your mommies, they show up in whomever in that slave bond ship. Okay? This archetype here hunts younger women. That's why it's a lot of survival on the playing field to where young women still feel unsafe around other women. Yes, it's out there. Look at that thing. They hiding the men in the closets. They letting them touch on the little children. The teens getting pregnant being blamed for. Look at that teen. Oh, I don't believe I see the Tyler Perry play. Yeah. When your ass get ironed out, Not a crinkle left to you. Since everything gotta be a damn movie and a play. Well, why aren't ye? Why ye are not taking heed to these plays and movies? Clearly they getting it from something. The wickedness in your mind. So nasty. Now, it thrives on seeing others destabilized. Ooh. Because it secretly fears facing its own inner collapse. It uses charm, okay, gossip, or even fox, not your fox locks, fox, maybe. It uses that fox support to keep younger women close, then feeds on their pain, okay? Hence them little loops. I just paid $6K, go to a retreat and I'm supposed to get my healing. And these are the same ones that are in, I got my herbs now. This individual be tentacles, I want to be a healer. Y'all stop going to these ones with big tummies and parasites and all this stuff, expecting to be healed when their body is showing otherwise. Their minds is showing true demise. It's a numbers game, okay? They're keeping you in polarity and thriving on your weaknesses. Okay. It truly wants to see younger girls destroyed. This archetype here, this thing here. Okay, I'm going deeper with it. All right, we've been hearing for so long and centuries. They jealous of their daughters. They having it this and they coddling the boys, and we gotta be the slavers and this and this. Yes, you too are being seen and being judged. Hammer time. Okay. This archetype cannot celebrate purity. It wants to stain it. Okay. I caught you. Somebody was fixing their side wig right now and getting ready to go to that church, and him. You gonna burn at the pulpit. Shut it down. She said, what? Ye has heard me speaketh decree. Cut it out. Y'all, it's so harmful. Them places there. Very harmful. Okay. So, hence why it's so important to not add no sugar. Okay, it only feeds. Even laughing. Clearly, all laughter is not healthy laughter. It's just laughing at the same perpetual things that's hurting them, clearly. So when you laugh along, go it's encouraging the already twisted up, knotted mind to continue on with the foolishness. All right, hence why I mentioned to found child, that other video if you watch. Okay, you just need to separate yourself to see yourself clearly. Because these archetypes here will drain the life out of you and keep you in loops of drama and pain. They also represent the gatekeeper archetype, okay? Keeping you tied closely to cycles where you are distracted from your own healing. Cannot heal in that stuff, okay? Mm-hmm. 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 All right, let's get into it. Bee tentacle archetype, the womb of entrapment. Up close, when you zip it and pay attention. So there was an incident that happened, and I'm vibing, drinking my tea slowly. At this point, it wasn't even tea. I just been drinking a lot of warm water. All right, warm up your water. Cut all that cold stuff out, because that's something else that keeps things deeply embedded into your bodies, and your wounds are having trouble to release, or certain body parts are having trouble to even realize something is entrapped in there. Okay, so I'm out in an open space, and Bee's tentacle is there, and first found child was there. Certain things with people. That was the most social it felt. I barely said a word, but my presence alone, I can tell, like, okay, I'm gonna need to recharge from all this, but clearly I'm here to witness something for a reason, as the sovereign being that I am. I only trust and listen to mom. And she's told me to tell y'all that y'all stink. Now, once found child left, that's where the whole mishap came about, where distortion came around and was feeding into Bee tentacles stuff. Oh, if found child never taken affection towards me, I wouldn't even speak to that girl. F that girl. These are the words being said verbatim. Okay. Oh, she hit you, I would have done this, that, and the third. So basically, now to go ahead into the explanations. Okay. All of that is going on. And this is why you must remain present, because these energies are looking and feasting for a reaction. You must know who you are. Because I knew it was spiritual warfare. So even the distortion girl, whatnot, and I already spoke about this archetype here. If you watched the other video, metaphysical, big lessons, listen along. So that's the other one who wants to wear healing or herbs as a mask, but inside of themselves, I contemplate death a lot, I contemplate this a lot. You're not right. Okay, a lot of people jump to certain stages or this and that to be seen or liked, instead of actually feeling complete and whole within self. Oh, all I can say is, get it the fuck away from me. So this Bee's tentacle individual, age aside, I told you already, damn near my predecessor. Even though me personally, I don't even speak youth. I don't age around here. Okay, I don't believe in that thing in sparse cycles. Okay, you cannot project that onto me. I'm gonna banish it and banish your will. So, Bee's tentacle was playing the devil's advocate. flipping between warmth and ruthless judgment, between motherly tendencies and mocking cruelty. This individual have actual seeds of their own, right? So can you imagine how long the blindfolds has to be on to continue such a cruel and devastation kind of cycle? Okay, this is the shadow matriarch archetype, a woman who should be a guardian for younger wombs, but instead becomes the handmaiden of the dark system, sacrificing the innocent to maintain her own sense of power. It's sad because they also have a daughter as well. Sad. So, she is possessed not by one energy, but by several. I actually saw, after, and I'm in meditation and doing my self-reflection after that whole moment, you can start to feel when something wants to pull in your energy or take you back to such a lower cycle. Remember, them lower cycles or whatever, they want to intertwine on your consciousness to speak the worst over your own self and life. These are all projections, okay? Took me a moment to get there, but yeah, because you should be breathing. All right. Okay. So I've witnessed, it was 5 people inside of this body. Some masculine, it was 3 male and 2 or 3 masculine, 2 feminine, all in shadow self. Okay, so for the one, my ancestor, this and this and that, this was a replay of generational trauma, unhealed parts, shadow self, and I'm gonna call it ancestral wickedness. They using this portal, they sharing this whole portal, a revolving door for parasitic forces. Okay, folks keep playing. You be playing and not realizing they plan on you and plan on your body. Oh. So, the womb as a sacrificial gate. I was discerning clearly that B tentacles womb wants to devour. It is a predatory womb. Yes, they are very predatory. One that instead of birthing life, births cycles of pain, shame, and bondage. Okay? In the midst of that talk, discussion, whatever they want to call it, B Tentacle laughed at taking Plan Bs in front of Found Child, and she was showing me videos and fascinated with people dying and mentioning to me, I wonder how that individual, I wonder what the F their thoughts were, okay? And these are the same kinds that want to be in certain fields dealing with the public, okay? And she had a mocking tone about others' pain. It's not just a personality quirk, right? They are confirmation. It was confirmation for me that her womb was being used as a feeding altar by lower forces. Yes, those are all lower forces, okay? All right? And it's sad because Found Child, you are in training and grooming this individual to follow your footsteps into damnation. Also becoming what? A castaway like yourself. That's what they feed on. That's what they like. And all them spirits that was up in this individual B Tentacle's body was not a joke. I literally and it's funny because it's so funny because while I'm speaking of, don't they seem to appear all of a sudden? That's why it's important. Stop being so fascinated with things that are killing you and that is hurting you, because then those energies, it seems to follow you, don't it? Running, I cannot get away. But that's all your mind is fixated on. Okay? They're using you, right? So, B Tentacle. She actively grooms and shames younger wombs, like forced child. Found child. Pulling them deeper into codependence, encouraging promiscuity, and mocking purity or sovereignty. This is how the dark grid ensures that new wombs keep entering the cycle. It is a playbook, okay? So, playing the devil's advocate, right? The way these types flip scripts, publicly shames in front of open areas to get others on board with what they see. I had to clutch my pearls. Let's go back. Playing devil's advocate. The way they flip scripts, publicly shames. I know y'all been around. I just told you something private. Why mommy and daddy on the phone calling everybody to tell them about it? Okay? Why they doing this? Right? Why they humiliating me? Why you record me in my most vulnerable moment to get likes and views? Why you shaving my head off? These are all humiliation tactics and rituals. These are actual rituals, okay? And they get other people to join along, choose a side. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that thing, okay? This is a ritual, okay? They sacrificing the innocence in the child publicly. Boom. So then these archetypes, somebody mad. What I'ma do? I'ma bang on this beast. I'ma bang on this beast. I'ma bang on this beast. I'ma bang on this. I'ma bang on this beast. 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 In a 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Shit is already hit and done. I'ma bang on this beast. I'ma bang on this beast. Keep on. Keep down the road. You gonna feel it when your gut split apart and your bones is so hardened and is lost in its own filth. Okay. So this archetype plays the mother again, right? It's designed to keep the younger wombs off balance and dependent, codependency, right? So yes, I was there as a observer in this thing. I had to call out the truth. Stop reenacting the slave master dynamic. That's what I had to say out loud. And then I even asked her a question, showing me the video, replaying it in the loop. Look. And it was so inappropriate. I just kept saying, this is very inappropriate, right? When you know you still feel inside and have sensitivities, then yes, that's you still alive in there somewhere, in your vessel. But to play it off as a dissecting thing and wanting to relive and reenact such a moment, I just had to ask, okay, wow, B Tentacle, you seem to be real fascinated with death. Why? Okay. These were cord cutting moments. Stop getting along to get along. You don't want to relate to everything out here, because it's real festations and festerings of evil. Okay? So, each time I stood firm, I forced the shadow in the individual to reveal itself. I did not let the glamour work. They know how to, yeah, I've been through that thing and this, I'm hard, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and that. Okay? And it seeing the pattern, it gets other individuals looped into it. It's strong. It can if you're not present enough. And then now I've been through that too. I've been through this too. And then they having you water your same tears into demise and damnation, while kicking you to the curb and bucket and taking so much from you. Okay? So the dark forces using B tentacle. These are not merely personal demons. They walk this earth. Okay? They are collective egregores that feed on sexual trauma, abortion, blood. And they encourage other young girls, pop them Plan Bs, pop. I be popping them like Skittles. They don't even have no emotions. I be popping them like Skittles. It don't work. This shit don't work. I be popping them like Skittles. And Skittles will kill you too. So we still are stealing others' life forces. Okay? They feed on also domestic violence. Okay? In psychic disparities. So let me tell you why these egregore things, right, love woman like B tentacle. Okay? Okay? They use the melanin womb, right, to use their charm, their charisma, and the story of survival to draw others into resonance. I've been through it too. Come sit with me. They make you feel real comfy there. Trust. Only to feed on them once they are in the web. So, Mama had me sit there, not to get entangled, not to get involved, not play hero. I ain't saving nobody. I'm not your savior. I want the forward to come. Okay? But why Mama placed me there? It wasn't to bond, right? It was to see and expose. I was calm. I didn't get enthralled. I joked lightly, yet still pierced the heart of the matter. All of this weakens the grip those entities have. I am showing another way. A wound that does not devour but anchors light, right? It's a grid out here. It's serious. This thing is serious. It's serious. It's so serious. There's too many been taken and left for dead. And what could your own people do? Put you on the back of the t-shirt, draw a little memorial, a key, and light a balloon host and say, another one bites the dust. 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 Who gon' change this fact? Who gon' make the change? Hey, you stand up first. I'ma blame, cause we're all the same. Y'all see, I've been doing my best to have my back to all of the shenanigans get behind me. But these are the same ones, like I was saying, that seriously, up close and personal, when you watch in action, I'm telling you. And I saw them spirits in this body watching me. They wanted to that thing is serious. I was holding on to Miss Coconut Water. Hold on. Okay. So, even though I had my hot water, drink your hot water. Okay. So, this is not a personal battle against B Tentacle, personally. This is a battle against the archetype she embodies. By refusing, I refuse to let that wound feed on me. I refuse to rescue or get angry. And in return, it starves the parasite, right? The more you stay clear, the more others can begin to see how this thing is a problem. It's a problem. Okay? I'm not here to wrestle with it. Okay? With the devourer. I'm just here to show proof that the womb can be free. Okay? I've seen into the pits and I've seen the altar. I've named it. Okay? After that, I did see something else that was very, very interesting. Because it was a lot of spiritual warfare that happened after that moment, right? So then I saw a vision of a blank stage. So this is when you see everything crumble into blankness after dismantling the entity. It was not just symbolic, there was a real clearing of the space. Blank stage equals a place where new life can finally grow. And how I saw it, it was like a ripple effect. It started balling up and went into nothingness and then fire. Okay? I am not alone. I am highly protected above and so below. Okay? Okay. That's why it's important to stay present. And I'm going to continue to do that and not get entangled in the great giant spider that has already completed its web. Okay? I ride with my guardians, my true guardians. And I knew something was going on. It was trying to open the door to fear. Because like I mentioned, I'm in a place to get myself together too. So when it be feeling like ongoing battles here and there, it's like, dang, how many boulders I got carried and pushed off of this thing. Okay? It wants to seek in self-doubt. I'm never alone. I had a guardian literally just say to me in the physical, hi. I have so much love for this guardian. Oh, I love this guardian. Green love, green heart love. And just that one, I didn't went so deep into myself. I said, ooh, what have I been paying attention to? Bingo. Okay? That force, that level of force was trying to bring oneself back into survival and the hive mind grid. That's also a hive nasty joint. Okay? But ye will not ever win. The war with mama has already been won. That's why now I'm just narrating. Because she know I like to tell stories. Okay? But it's real. So y'all gonna stop playing with me. It's real life experiences, okay? So, hopefully this will now share more clarity and relief. Right? Remember, real life is very telling all on its own. And they live for now. I cancel it out. And I'm going to keep canceling out the projection. My shield. My gold and blue shield is impenetrable. No wickedness, no force, not of divine light and of mama, I decree, can even see me or come close. I only operate and move in truth, love, and my highest sovereignty. Anything that is not of mama's highest will will be dismantled, burned, scythed, and ended. Here and now, here and now, here and now, here and now. So I want to give so much love to my divine guardians up top in here. We're going to keep living freely. And keep speaking the truth. While I make my way to the land. Okay? Land, food, and skills, coconut. And give my beloved here some coconut water. She's been waiting patiently for me. For Adonai. You know, keep cleaning up the trash out here. Spiritually, physically, mentally. Right? You know, the irony of it all, and I'm going to actually add this too. I want to add how thankful and grateful that I am for these moments of trials and tribulations. And here's why. Because through each deafening moment, and seeing yourself shine through it, seeing yourself actually remain grounded and present, it's no better feeling. The real question is, will you conjoin out of fear? Because, you know, these individuals may resemble a past aspect of yourself, right? Where you just where you cried out so much, you know, for someone to just see you without all of the baggage, or not come up with farces and basically tranquilize you in such a way to where you feel just in so much demise. So even if it's coming from places that seemingly like no good, but this is where I can relate to. I'm just so grateful. So I actually used to get super intimidated being around those that looked like me, but it was always some energy behind it that carried shame, that carried like, why are you here? You don't belong kind of energy. So to even remain present when the energy becomes very highly volatile and wants you to be timid or small or make a mockery of yourself just to appease other people and all of that. I'm going to look at you. I'm going to elongate my spine. They be asking me 3 times, you listening? You hear me? And why is so important for the self-reflection? Again, facing yourself, seeing yourself, questioning yourself in every day. Remember, I literally be replaying things. Every word said, if I even raise my shoulders a little stiff at a part. Alright. Okay. Why can I lower them next time? If something is attempting to catch me off guard or get me off of my square, right? Okay. And what I realized too in the moment, I had a past life grief, and I'm so very grateful because be tentacle, right? With this archetype of being the womb, right? The sister, we all for a powerful cause, because this individual also was telling me that they were initiated in the Malcolm X thing and MLK and these groups, right? But the energy just reeked of betrayal. Okay. Even though I wanted to get a reaction, I simply smiled and said, well, I'm glad to see you here again. Real talk. Because I had a past life wound myself in the previous past life. So Journey of Truth was one. In another, I was shown that I'm gonna say the big guns. I ain't gonna hear all that. But in another one, hey, beautifuls. Love you. No. It's all a part of the role, right? um. I'm gonna leave that here too. So, in the midst of that moment, my past life self, she was a freedom rights activist and all this thing. And actually, so it was interesting how I almost said bee stinger, bee tentacle was mentioning, being a part of the Black Panthers and stuff, and that it wasn't time yet. Yeah, I keep thinking everybody is right here. Okay. Under the same holder. So anyway, my past life self was actually shot and killed by this same energy here. So yeah, she had her forces and she kept calling on the J hook, and I was canceling that energy and calling on my God didn't see me through all these things, but you're still doing things you're not supposed to, because y'all followed along, right? I'm so grateful. How can I be grateful in the face of something, of a reincarnate that wanted to you know, cause fear or have the stigma of betrayal and not wanting to speak up again arrive, like the womb. I'm grateful because I healed that part right then and there. I actually felt the womb in my heart. You know, it happened. It pierced in my heart, my chest. I felt it. But it no longer frightens one. It no longer frightens one to not want to speak truth, right? I got do this, then they come and they go. Oh, why are you running? Why are you running? So, fuck all that. I be seeing you in spirit. Okay. I'm just so grateful to the Divine Mother. Thank you, Mama, for showing me that. I gave a ceremonial. I made my past selves all rest. Okay. And live. Because we still in the in-between. A lot of stuff dying off, being cleared, letting Mama cleanse herself, as she should and will continue to do so. Wow. I get stronger, leaner, meaner. It was interesting. It was interesting. And again, love is the highest. It will always ever be the highest force that ever and can truly do anything. So I just wanted to say that there, because the love do be real. So don't be letting these dark forces keep whispering your ears. That's all they do, whisper, whisper. If they was real, they put some bass in their voice. But you see, it's not real until you make it so. So, everyone, remember to look for the sun, be the sun, sit in the sun, and still be